Dick Berggren?
With Pete Rondo Jr. has really not been a factor in this race until the very tail end. Pete, what's happening? How is he such a factor now?
Well, we were off a little bit during the middle of the race, but we tuned on it a little bit, got it to his liking, and he's pretty happy with it right now.
Are you excited?
Oh, yeah, very excited.
I wouldn't think so. First day on the job, Mike.
A great short tracker in his native state of Maine. Pete Rondo has come down here and taken over the controls of the DEI pit box, and he's got Dale Jr. up at the front with 3 to go. The 11th caution flag ties the race record set in 1968.
He's sitting on a hot toolbox right now. And that's ice water running through his veins if he ain't nervous.
But can you imagine, this is his first Daytona 500 as a crew chief. He took over from Michael late last year, and here he is in contention to win the Daytona 500 with the defending Daytona 500 champion, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Wouldn't you expect, Larry, if somebody gave you that job, that you'd probably come down there and be pretty successful your first time out?
I did it in 1997. It worked out in 1998.
You kind of coming in with a stacked deck.
The race distance is 200 laps, and we'll hit that next time by. However, we'll have a green-white checker finish. What that means is that once the track is clear, the starter will give 1 to go, regardless of the total number of laps run. Wave the green flag, next time around the white flag, and the next time around the payoff window. Steve?
Mike, when the caution came out, a frustrated Tony Stewart said, guys, I'm sorry, there wasn't a thing I could do about what happened.
Well, we haven't seen him get anybody try to pass him all day other than Jeff Gordon. And we've said for a week down here, Jeff Gordon's got a fast race car. Probably the fastest car we saw in practice, and now he's showing it here at the end of the race.
Dick Berggren?
Well, Junior's got a pretty fast race car, too, and he is trying to persuade everybody that's involved in the front of this pack to do a fast restart. Most important, based on his conversation, is a fast restart so there's not a crash at the restart.
Well, Junior's in kind of a tough spot because he's got Jeff Gordon in front of him and Gordon's Hendrick Motorsports teammate Jimmy Johnson behind him. Matt?
Jeff just said if he doesn't lay back, we'll do that. But what I'm concerned about is getting too good of a start and then getting too much of a gap where the other cars can make a run. Jeff's talking to crew chief Robbie Loomis right now, relaying that back and forth.
Now, Darrell, how do you get too good of a start?
Well, you get out there and you're like, we've said it all along, you're a setting duck. And that car back there, the 8 car Junior, can get a big suck on you because he's got a draft on you. Come off a 2 over there, he's got such a run, you're going to have to figure out, can you block him or not?
Behind those 3, Gordon, Earnhardt, and Johnson, Kurt Busch, the Nextel Cup champion, is 4th. Scott Riggs is 5th. Tony Stewart now 6th. Sterling Marlin, a 2-time 500 winner, is 7th. Then Mark Martin, Jeremy Mayfield, and Carl Edwards.
I think this is going to be pretty sanitary at the front. I think Junior's probably realizes I'm in a box. I can't do anything. I got Gordon in the front. I got Johnson behind me. If I make a move here, no question about what's going to happen.
If he opens the door, Jimmy Johnson in the 48 will fill that hole.
Hendrick Motorsports would probably like to run 1-2.
We have 23 cars still on the lead lap, so there's no question. We could see action back there for 8th, 10th, 12th. All of these guys want this good finish in this Daytona 500.
Rick Hendrick, as a car owner, first won the Daytona 500 in 1986 with Jeff Bodine. He was the winning car owner when Darrell won it in 1989, and twice since with Jeff Gordon. There is Rick Hendrick.
Well, this would be a great start on Gordon's 4th championship, or 5th championship, drive for 5. And this is going to do it. You might as well do it here. Get it started off right.
They will make one attempt at a green-white checker finish. If the caution comes out, the race is over. This is it. This is the Daytona 500 right here.
And you saw Junior jump to the outside of what I thought was a pretty fast race car down there, Tony Stewart. And that can really, if he gets up on the outside of Jeff Gordon, we got a race on our hands because they're going to come from everywhere.
Gordon's on the gas, green flag, 2 laps to settle it.
They got that fast restart. There you see Dale Earnhardt Jr. goes to the bottom, slams the door on Jimmy Johnson in the 48. Looks like Johnson's going to get kicked to the high side, though, by Kurt Busch in the 97.
Stewart is blocked in the 20, nowhere to go. It's Junior and Gordon.
Gordon's not going to give up that yellow line. You can bet that.
8 car with you, 2-car gap, then 2x2.
Now, Junior's got help. Kurt Busch. No, Busch slices to the outside. He wants to win the 500.
Coming outside.
He gives Jeff Gordon a push going off into turn 3.
Kurt Busch, the next Nextel Cup champion, fights his way to second.
It's a good thing he can't get any closer than that, because I believe he would have probably given Gordon a big shot up the hill.
Here they come, boys. White flag. 1 to go.
Scott Riggs to fourth. Stewart looks to go 3 wide. Thinks better of it. He is trapped behind Jimmy Johnson.
Boy, that 97 car of Kurt Busch is a fast piece of equipment right there. He's got to look.
He's the only Ford in the front 5. What can he do?
Look at Scott Riggs in that 10 car. He's trying to get him a top 5 finish in this Daytona 500. And there's Jimmy Johnson on the 48 on the outside, Darrell.
Somebody needs to get up there and go with him, but I don't know if Tony Stewart can run the outside or not. He hadn't all day.
Busch to the outside. Gordon slams the door and into turn 3.
6 cars have a chance to win it. Jeff Gordon's going to lead him into turn 4. They're 1 mile from home.
Tony Stewart just slid up the racetrack. He and Jimmy Johnson are going to make contact.
3 wide. They're bouncing off each other.
Jeff Gordon's going to win his 3rd Daytona 500. Kurt Busch, Dale Jr., and Scott Riggs completes a dream week with a 4th place finish.
Boy, he did. And by those cars right there, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th.
Thank God, boys. I was doing it.
Boys, Tony Stewart and Jimmy Johnson are going at each other down there in the turn 1. They were banging all over each other.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson ended up 5th coming across the line.
You are the man.
These 2 guys right here, they've already rammed into each other once.
You know what? It was coming for the checkered flag for the Daytona 500.
Suck it up, big boy.
Richard Petty has won the great race 7 times. Cale Yarborough's a 4-time winner. And now,
you're the man.
Jeff Gordon joins Dale Jarrett and Bobby Allison as
Dedicate this one to the families on that crash, buddy, okay? Absolutely, absolutely.
Jeff Gordon now a 3-time winner of the Daytona 500. And Rick Hendrick takes you back to October, Martinsville, Virginia, when a plane carrying his son Ricky, his brother John, John's 2 daughters, Randy Dorton, Jeff Turner, Joe Jackson, all aligned with the Hendrick Motorsports team, Scott Lathrop, Tony Stewart's helicopter pilot, and the 2 pilots of that aircraft crashed en route to the race at Martinsville, Virginia. Coming to the line, watch Jimmy Johnson's 48 and the 20 of Tony Stewart.
Stewart went to the outside, made a big run, and he went up the hill and come up, got him behind, blocked him behind Jimmy Johnson. Then I thought they were gone right here. I thought that was a big crash, but they held on to him, raced back to the line. You can see Martin pushing Scott Riggs across in front of Jimmy Johnson. And now watch down here. Tony is some kind of frustrated and some kind of upset. Run 500 miles, don't have a scratch on your car, and then decide to beat them all up after the race is over.
Darrell, there's only going to be one happy man in Daytona, and that's this man.
Can you imagine leading the most laps of the race, got the best car all day, and get shoved back to 6?
Dick Berggren.
Well, Dale Earnhardt Jr. with a smile on your face, surprised at that, finishing 3rd. What a wild finish.
Yeah, we, my buddy Arturo Gotti says we saved it for the championship rounds. The car wasn't that good during the race, and he made some adjustments, and I could drive right up through there, man, and it was really good. I got the lead there with a couple laps to go, and I had enough room to pull in front of Gordon in the middle of 1 and 2 and hold him back there, but I didn't know if I had him cleared or not. He come on by me down the back straightaway, but he had a good car. We had a good car. I don't know if it was a 3rd place car, but it was good, and I want to thank my guys for staying with it all day.
If you'd had a little help at the end because you've won that race.
Absolutely, yeah, man. I had a great car. It was amazing the difference from the car then and maybe 50 laps before then. I mean, it was really, really fast. But Roger Chevrolet, she runs good when you need it to.
Nice job. Jenny?
Jimmy Johnson getting greeted by his new wife, and I will politely say, excuse me, you can get in close to your hubby here. Can you take me through the last lap and what was going on with Tony Stewart?
I don't know. I mean,
we're all trying to block and do what we can, and evidently he was upset with me blocking him like you're supposed to. And he tried running me in the outside wall down in turn 1, and heck, I just tried saving my car, and we bounced off each other a few times. So there's no retaliation. He tried, we hit wheel to wheel, and almost spun me out, and I ran back into him. So one of those deals. I'm sure he's upset. He led a lot today and didn't win the race, but congratulations, Hendrick Motorsports, Jeff Gordon, those guys for doing it.
Absolutely. Thank you for the time.